GMC Typhoon. Motor is still fresh because we got it running, got it tuned enough to burn out that stage 3 or whatever Mad Dog transmission, and it sat for a while. It's having issues, what we think is valve cover leaking on the, hopefully it's just on one side, but trying to do some modification because before he can get this thing switched over to Hydro Boost, it's a pain in the ass to, you can't pull the valve cover because of the poly locks, because the valve cover gets pinched between the internal baffling of the stupid valve cover and the power brake booster. Oh, we should get just totally impressed how fat those stupid valve springs are. Like literally he had to slightly clearance the body of the rocker arm to use those stupid valve springs, but that's the kind of springs you want to run when you're putting a bunch of boost on a hydraulic roller cam, because really he's at the stage right here, like in reality, if he was going to go any more aggressive than what he's doing now, he'd probably benefit with going solid roller. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to run a whole crap load of spring pressure on hydraulic roller lifters, but they're comp. It's all comp valve train and it's set up right. But he actually during this time down, he has pulled out the factory 10 bolt, put in the 8.5 with the new posi setup, because the 8.5 he bought that fits the vehicle came with one of them Gov Bomb posi units, so he went ahead and pulled it all apart, did the redid all the seals and bearings, put in the brand new posi unit with 342 gears. I wonder if I could bend down and get a look at your, see if you guys can see the Caltrac. We'll call them knockoffs, Caltrac knockoffs that he built so that this thing will quit wheel hopping, because it kept axle wrapping really bad prior to him pulling that transmission out. It's also been updated to a 4L80E transmission with a PTC stall converter. Did you do trans brake? No trans brake, but it does have a 2-step. So hunting for 7, I'd say this thing runs low 7s at least in the 8th, because it'll be a solid 10-second performer in the quarter mile, because we hadn't even tapped, you know, it ran equivalent to 1180s, 790 in the 8th before. You know, this thing would run, I'd say 1180s, I think is what his 8th mile time converted to in the quarter. And we found out this thing wasn't even, number one, he couldn't leave on boost, so he had to just dog it off the line and then let it build up and, you know, lag out and run. So he was leaving with no boost. Plus we found out that distributor he got from White Performance out of Tennessee, for some reason had the timing retarded by like 15 degrees. Like we always fought with having problems with the manifolds trying to glow on this thing, and no matter how much we played with the timing, it just, we kept changing tunes, changing fuel maps, timing, you know, kept fighting it. Come to find out the distributor for some reason was 15 degrees retarded. So I'm telling you, this thing will be way into the 10s once we get it back on the road, and that's even with that little, I think that's 62 millimeter Turbonetics turbo, which is good to probably around 18. I know it'll for sure support 18 pounds of boost. He might turn it up to 20, but can't wait to get this thing running, because he also has a, let's see, what was that, a 72 millimeter turbo that he wanted to try on it once he gets it baselined with his Turbonetics. So the Typhoon is still coming. Look, the stupid drag radials are still brand new. We ain't even broke them in yet. He's got those Nitto drag radials all the way around it, but with more power, 4L80E, and a stronger rear end with an actual traction aid, plus being able to leave on boost. Yeah, it's gonna get it, and it's gonna get it big time. So haven't done an update on this for a while, because you know, once the transmission went out, he got kind of pissed off at it and threw it over in the corner of the garage and made it be in timeout for a while. Then got sidetracked on the Mustang. This is LS Central, just in case you didn't know. We had literally, they have like this horde of LS engines, cranks, pistons, cams. Oh, there's more. These are just some of their LS horde. So, you know. Also, I wanted to mention in the video real quick, if anybody's looking for a factory 1967 Camaro, factory 12 bolt rear end, completely rebuilt, all new bearings, seals, races, 411 gears, plus comes with an extra set of gears just in case you don't want to run that much gear. He's asking $2,200 or best offer. $2,200 is a damn good deal on its own, but the date code on it shows it to be a 1967 Chevrolet Camaro, factory 12 bolt. So if you guys know anybody that's interested, let me know in the messages and I'll get you in touch with the right people. Thank you guys for watching.